Hello, everybody. My name is Brittany Hill, and a norm that personally challenged me in the COVID-19 lockdown is the ability to be more active and social in society, and especially at school. Since, like, even at the start, I wasn't really that social with others, and my parents always say that an aspect of my autism is that social development has been really tough for me, and especially eye contact. So just being like social isolated from other people just sort of brought those negative effects within me and sort of stayed with them more, especially when I'm becoming like 15 and 16. Well, it's like the start of growing up and the start of getting a driver's license and getting a job. And I was kind of late on getting a job since I got my first job when I was 17, and I'm 18 still, and I still don't know how to drive. So that kind of defined me. And I'm kind of like envious of seeing like all the people that I grew up with, like all my friends from elementary school who knows how to grow up and be included in activities, and like even after the COVID thing is over, they like know how to find themselves in the society they're living in and know how to be active in clubs and athletics. And I never knew how to be more involved in high school, which is why I'm deciding to be more active in university by joining women's rowing. And so far, I'm having so much fun with that. My definition of social construction is what exists to be considered as normal in society that based on like the norms of humans is considered to be normal and right, like such as based on the video lecture where Emily, who is 26, points out that people her age or younger can move away or get married and have kids while she's not being able to do that due to the restrictions her of her disability and not being part of the norms in social construction. And I sort of feel like that when seeing all my friends grow up into like kind of like these incorrigible, like modelized people while I'm just still stuck and like I hope to get more active and social. But like COVID-19 wasn't really doing that much when we were all antisocial from each other. As what Emily felt during the video lecture of feeling like she's not growing up with anyone that is like at her age or younger than her is a case of time travel in the crypt time because she seems more younger based on how she's now verbal with people and how it could be confused by people thinking that she's ignoring her and not really giving her a chance to speak out with her tablet. And like if it takes too long, they might just drift past her, which may seem like people see her as a child and not being able to go to the social constructions of getting married and having kids, like what I just said and mentioned in the video lecture, and how that can be a struggle. But with me and the quip time that I mostly relate with during my time and being unsocial and like just strengthening that antisocialness within me is vampire time, where I am like trapped in the shadows and in the darkness, and while everyone is like out in the sunshine and doing what they can do in life, I'm just out there and like still hiding. Like even during quarantine or outside of quarantine, I still relate with myself closely to vampire times where my body's like confined with this restriction that I can't be active in society and I can't socialize with people even if I could, which I don't really do that much, but that just strengthened that burden within me and what I mostly struggle with my autism. And with vampire time, I personally see it as me being this nocturnal creature who is like in the darkness, in the shadow that no one can recognize, while everyone else is mostly popular in the daylight and can run off and do most activities in the day in that day schedule that most people such as me can't really do. And again, like with the struggle with socialization, it strengthens that burden and that I can never shine the daylight. But who knows, maybe that can change for me. Like I'm trying to stay optimistic for this university. And also the question that is from Olivia, I'm trying to remember what the question is How can the social model of disability relate to the social standards you encounter in your everyday life? Well, the social model of disability that I can personally relate with is stereotyping. That's what I chosen as a type of social model of disability. And stereotyping and seeing like the most popular assumption that I usually come across is like just because if I'm really quiet in class, that means that people don't really think that I'm smart or that I'm capable of doing anything just because in class and or in person in general, I'm mostly just quiet and shy and I know how to talk, but I mostly end up being quiet. And so people don't really know, people don't think that I know what I'm doing and they underestimate my intelligence. And so, yeah, that's like one of the social model of disabilities that I can relate with when it comes to that. So thank you, Olivia. And now, my question for the next person is if you could have a disability, what would it be? Be honest. And don't say it's no disability because that will be cheating. Like, I'm really curious. Like, if you can look up any disabilities that, like, it could be positive, it could be negative, just what disability would you want to have? And let me know. And so that will be all. And stay beautiful.